What is up, subs? Reese back with another fishing video for XanderFishing. Today I'm with the buddy Allfin TV. You guys can see him in the background. But we are in Sapulpa and we are going to be doing some swim bait fishing with a really cheap Bass Pro brand glide bait. I talked to you guys about this bait a little bit in the last video, just kind of giving you guys an update as to where I have been and lack of content, etc. I believe these lakes have stalker trout, so that is why we have brought this swim bait out here. We're going to toss it around for you guys. Still got a broken hand, but we're going to make a quick swim bait video. Hopefully catch a giant, a true Oklahoma giant. They should be in here. Some trout eaters should be in here. My buddy Alec is throwing a square bill, but we're going to throw this guy around, go catch some big swim bait fish for you guys. So stay tuned. So there's this lake right here we were fishing, and then a little bit further up, and I believe they both have stalker trout in them. And actually they got some really clear water, bunch of grass. We are going to be fishing along a rock wall. I'm going to try to catch some swim bait fish. I don't even know why I'm throwing a swim bait, but we're going to try it anyways, you know. Definitely very, very public areas. I'm about to walk over there and walk down the road, see if I can get some better vantage points. Kind of want to fish the other one because there is some big docks around the other one. Actually, I say we walk over there and fish that dock as well. Big fish holding on docks too, and if that's the only dock, you know what I mean? I especially need to hit that. Get a swim bait up under there. See, I think a lot of people kind of catfish and try to catch these stalker trout, you know what I mean? I feel like, because I definitely don't think it's... Boulders? Boulders? Hey, do you know my hand's broken? I said, hey, do you know my hand's broken? This water is super clear, man.
I'm gonna try to get some reaction bites off these big rocks.
Oh, come on, baby, get crushed. Get crushed. We have to catch one fish out of these either lakes. This glide bait doesn't have the best action. It is a $12 bait, but for the price, I mean, it caught me that night fish, and I guarantee you can catch more fish. Just throw on some different treble hooks, should be good to go. Oh, I almost just lost my life. Almost just spooled. Definitely will be getting a new swim bait reel. Don't want to spool myself and lose a bait. I'm so lucky it held. It went right down to the knot. Right down to the knot. And it was like, donk. I might hike over and fish the other side right quick. I'm going to hop over there just because this vantage point's limited. And then after this, after we fish this other side, there's a singular, yeah, I want to go fish that singular dock. Come on, swim bait fish. So we are at the second lake, and I believe there are stalker trout in here as well. Still got the XPS glide. As you guys can see in the background, we have a tube tied on. I brought the spinning rod just in case we wanted to flip a finesse tube around, maybe pick up a couple bites, but we will be focusing on the big glide bait. Let's get to fishing. Oh, we already lost the tube, guys. Yeah, that guy to our right's bass fishing though. He's throwing, I think he's throwing a Texas rig now. Back to the swim bait.
Really? Oh yeah. Today? Oh yeah. How big?
On them stairs. Do you think he was serious or not? Serious? I don't know, man. I just guess I'm so skeptical all the time. Well, we're moving back into this corner. There's some bait blowing up. Alec's gonna get a square bill in there, buddy.
I'm throwing a square bill in this system.
Do you care if I toss the glide? Same. All right, last cast and we got to get back there. How long do you think they're gonna take pictures for? Are we gonna walk on the dock? How are we gonna get around it? Think there's a way? Got him! Big and Alex! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, Alex is quiet! Oh! Yes, baby! On the $12 glide bait, we just caught a beast. Oh, trout eaters, baby! Trout eaters all day! Excuse me, sir, can we borrow your net for a minute to just keep this fish in the water?
That guy just caught another one right over here.
He really was telling the truth?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll bring this right back, sir. Thank you so much. There we go, baby. Let him revive a little bit. So they literally just said that that guy did catch a big one over here. They just said that.
So he wasn't lying?
He was not lying. Look at him, dude. Look at that fish. You were beautiful, baby. Right there. On the glide bait. Eating these stalker trout. This is the fish that's done it for me, guys. Let's see if we can get a weight. 5.3.
5.3 pounds.
5.5 pounder? That is a beautiful, big Oklahoma largemouth on the glide bait with a broken hand too. My hand is broken, by the way. The cheap XPS glide bait. And didn't think it would happen. This fish is ready to go back in the water. 5.3 pounds.
There she goes. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like all the gas that I probably put in my car in the past month just paid off. So probably a couple $100. You know what I mean? That was sick. Sick. Thank you guys so much for the net.
Not a problem.
Really appreciate it. And are there stalker trout in here?
Yeah.
They put trout in here. How often do they stock it? They stock it pretty often? Okay, let's sit down. Let's sit down for a moment. Let me explain to you guys what just happened. So, we were fishing a dried up waterfall a little ways down the bank with like really low hopes. Like I hooked into that stick and I was like, okay, this is how it's gonna be, you know? And there's another guy bass fishing and he walks past us and he says, over in that corner, I just caught one of the biggest fish in here. And he was kind of smiling. So we were kind of like skeptical and we were like, all right, well, let's walk over there since he's moved. There's not really anywhere to fish. A little bit further to our left, there's a bunch of other people fishing. We came down here, made a couple pitches down this grass line right ahead of me. I'll give you guys a better look in a moment. And I was talking to Alec about moving, how we were gonna get around this little dock area because we're wanting to fish the cattails. And right as I was saying that, the bait was kind of paused. It turned left, it cut left and it was pausing because I was talking. And she rolled on it. And I just started cranking that fish, cranked her in. I knew that was a good fish because when that big fish, she was wallering, you know what I mean? But she was wallering and then we bank flipped her. And if I would not have had the swim bait rod and some 30-pound test, that would have not been possible. That fish probably would have gotten off. Can't believe that happened. That's probably one of the biggest fish I've caught in a while. And it is all worth it. That is why you keep going out. You keep grinding for that fish. All right. Let's do it again. Maybe. Alright guys, well, do you have my phone? Is it still over here on the ground? I wasn't sure if it sounded too good to be true, you know what I mean? That there are trout in here, and that guy says they stock it quite a bit. I think that fish right there really just did it for me. I've caught like a 3-pounder on a glide bait, but never have I like intentionally gone out, you know what I mean, and been able to successfully like find the spot, match somewhat of the hatch, I guess, with the trout,
Yeah, exactly.
and find a big fish, you know what I mean? How was my freak out? Was it pretty good? And she was pretty, or he was. That was a gorgeous bass. So after catching that fish, my head just wasn't really in the right mindset to kind of keep tossing. I probably could have caught another fish. They were obviously in there after catching that fish. And in this video, I really kind of learned a lot. I was just so excited I actually caught that fish. I was actually able to plan out a location, match sort of the hatch or match the forage that was in that body of water, and find an Oklahoma giant. And for the Midwest, a 5.3 pounder is a very big fish. That's a big fish in our area. And also in this video, I didn't release the names of either two of the bodies of water, and I probably won't, just because it's hard to find good fisheries. And I really think in this video I have finally found a lake that I will be able to fish big swim baits at and have potential of catching giant fish and maybe one day beating my personal best. The one time I go back to this lake fishing a trout swim bait, we catch that 5.3 pounder, which was just absolutely epic. It was really just absolutely amazing. I really built this channel about 6 months ago off of the idea of trying to just catch giant bass. I've kind of gotten off of that path, but if you guys look back to some of my really early videos, I was fishing some really cheap glide baits as well, trying to catch some fish, but I never had a lake that had the potential or met the qualifications of really a good big bait fishery. And I think in this video I found it. So in the future, you'll be seeing me film a lot of videos at these two bodies of water. I already got some baits on the way. Expect an unboxing in the next video. But that's going to be it. This day was really amazing for me. It was such a success. It makes me feel good watching this footage. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more big bait fishing. Trout Lake, which is probably what I'm going to call it. But thank you guys again. As always, you guys get out there, enjoy nature, and catch some swim bait fish. And I'll see you guys later.